As part of Cybersecurity Awareness Month, the International Cybersecurity and Investigations Committee is ramping up efforts to teach the general public about the importance of staying safe online. For more on what is being done to create this awareness, we are joined in studio by a committee's executive officer, Andy Mashaile. And Dr. Mashaile, good afternoon. Welcome to today, and thank you very much for your time.
Good afternoon to you. And
yeah, it is the whole month you are focusing on really raising awareness and educating the public to say these are the dangers of currently might face cybersecurity. What are the level of awareness? Are you finding that people are managing to understand that cybersecurity or cybercrime is very bad at the moment?
But then here is the challenge. People understand the dynamics of cybercrime. People understand also that they can be victims of cybercrime. But what we find very funny worldwide, Braden, as a report was released yesterday on cybersecurity attitudes and behaviors, people do not want to, people don't act in a way and manner that secures them. Yes, people understand, but people don't act proactively to ensure that there is safety and security is guaranteed online.
Yeah, you put out a statement in terms of this Cybersecurity Awareness Month, whose theme is Secure Our World,
yes,
in which you highlight some best practices. Yes. I just want us to go through one by one so we enable whoever is watching how to stay safe. Just tell us more about the first one, which is around the management of passwords and why you need them.
A strong password is key and critical. A strong password will make it difficult for a hacker to be able to guess your password because they use algorithms to break your password, Braden, and have access into it. Also, a strong password, even if it's picked up by an individual, if that individual works for an organization, finds it very difficult, Braden, to can memorize the strongest password. For an example, a strong password would be, my mother was born in the Orange Free State, XYZ, and then you put a number in there. It's like a sentence, but it is not easy for hackers to break through. So you make a sentence like, my father is Den Moyani, or my brother is Geeks Moyani, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you say hashtag star. So it is not very easy for hackers to break into that. And in the event that you have generated that password, you need to have a password manager. A password manager is an application that would save your passwords instead of you relying on your memory to remember your password.
Is an application manager available for free?
Yes, there are some that are free. There are some that are premium, that are expensive for you to use.
Because there's so many platforms we engage with, Dr. Mashaile, and to remember the password for that one and that one, then you go the easy route where you put a few letters and a few numbers, including your birthday, which I'm told is a no-no.
It's a no-no. Like the password itself. Password was used by TransUnion Credit. You remember they were hacked last year around May, and 54 million names or personal identifiable information of people were stolen. And those 54 million names, including the 4 million that happened at the same time, breach at Home Affairs, the names and identities of those individuals were stolen.
Okay, you say the other way, which I see now and again when I also engage on certain apps, or especially the banking apps, they ask for multi-factor authentication.
Yes.
What is that and why is it important?
A multi-factor authentication, authentication is when you get online. The system, that is the net, must see who you are through your identification. One, some of these devices that you use, you have to use a fingerprint and you have to use a face, also a password. So long story short, that would be multi-factor authentication. You have 3 ways in which you prove that this is really and actually Den Moyani.
Okay. Phishing is still very much with us?
Big time. Phishing is a social engineering technique where all of a sudden you receive an email from this particular person that you don't know. This particular person that you don't know claims to be from FNB, and FNB is about to close your account. If you don't want FNB to close your account, respond, click on this link so that the bank can then be able to not close your account. When you click on that link, you upload malware. You might also upload ransomware that would run through the systems at the end of the day, making it difficult for the bank to operate or any other institution.
Yeah, very practical advice. I mean, the final point you make in your statement is that we do get some prompted to install updates.
Yes.
And it's important not to ignore that.
But then, a few days ago, a week to be precise, I received a message, an SMS that says, update your Time Bank security devices or practice online. Let me tell you, I looked at that SMS, and when I put my PIN in on my app on my phone, it say, are you updating now or later? So I'm in the always in the spirit of updating now. I updated. A few minutes later, I received a message from Time Bank that says, if you are prompted to update your password, don't do that. But the unfortunate part, there was nothing. I'm sure it happened to a number of Time Bank accounts. There was a problem with their systems. So imagine if it was a real hacker who had picked up on my PIN word and
so
password.
while it's important to update in terms of your devices, you must be very careful that you're updating from the authentic source.
Yes.
Not just from any other source.
Don't download an application of FNB on the internet. Go to your Play Store. Make sure that your App Store, make sure that this is an authentic application as well as updates that you are getting.
Thank you very much. Some of those practical points that you've made as part of the Cyber Security Awareness Month. That's Andy Mashaile. He's the Chief Executive Officer of the International Cybersecurity and Investigations Committee here in South Africa.